afternoon, students. Today we are again here with class of Essentials English Grammar exercise. Next exercise we will take chapter 15. Now page number 125. We are today starting with bare infinitives. Infinitives, those infinitives that come without to, or infinitives without to. The infinitive without to is also known as bare infinitive. As you know that bare means blank, and a bare infinitive, this means those infinitives which will not come with to. Up to now we have studied infinitives are of two types: to infinitive, whole infinitive, or infinitive, and second one was bare infinitive. So today we are taking this one, uses of bare infinitives, where we should use bare infinitives. Some of the points are here. Bare infinitives, infinitives without to, infinitives without to will be used with models. We can use them with models. Bare infinitives are used with models. For example, all of us can achieve this. All of us can achieve this target here. Can achieve. So can, this verb is bare infinitive. All models, after models, we should use bare infinitive. We must not use to before it. If you are putting 2 plus given here, it will be wrong. So we must not use to with it. All of us can to achieve will be incorrect. So all of us can achieve this target will be the correct form, because can is a model. Before model, after models, we will use bare infinitive. One more example is here. Students must learn to focus on the work in hand. Must learn, not must to learn, because must is a model, and after models we use bare infinitive. This means only plus V1, not to before it. Okay, because it's an infinitive without to. Now second, we use infinitive without to after the verbs, let, make, and will. These verbs, let, make, and will, take bare infinitives or infinitives without to. For example, let us start our class. You can write in this way. Let's start. Now, let plus start. Let us start. Let us start. Not let's to start. If you are using it in this way, saying let's to start our work, no, it will be incorrect. You should say let's start. Let us start the work. Now, because if the verb let comes, you should use bare infinitive with it. Now, some other models dare and need. Models dare and need. Dare and need are models, and these models also will take dare infinitive. Dare and need. Will take dare infinitive. For example, very few people dare to not act. Very few people dare not act. Sorry, actually, we should write it in this way. Just a minute. Dare and need will take their infinitives. First, something is left here. Write it down and check it. Dare and need. In the case of dare and need, we use where infinitive in the sentence is negative. Okay, and in affirmative sentence we should use to infinitive. In the case of dare and need take where infinitive in the negative sentences. And will take to infinitive in affirmative. For example, you dare not act against the wishes of your parents. You dare not act. Act here is their infinitive. It is their infinitive. So you can check it. In negative sentences with dare and need. In negative sentences, their infinitives are used. If the sentences are affirmative, you should go with to infinitive as it was used previously. To infinitive examples are here in the book also, you can check it. The example is you need to slow down on sharp turns. You need to slow down. To slow is to infinitive, but you needn't wait for me. You needn't wait for me. You needn't to wait for me will be incorrect. So you needn't wait for me. Or next point is we also use infinitive without to. Infinitive without to or an infinitive after after the verbs of perception, after the verbs of perception, this means that after the verbs of perception, you know that verbs of perceptions related to our sense organs, that eyes, ear, skin. What we skin can feel something, eyes can see, our nose can smell something. So we smell, see, feel. These are the verbs of perception. And with the verbs of perception, we use bare infinitive. These verbs are see. See is a verb that is linked with our eyes. So it is verbs of verb of perception. Hear, watch, know, feel, and all, etc. All these verbs. After all these verbs, we should use bare infinitive. This means infinitive without to. What we are studying here. Bare, see, I saw the thief. I saw the thief disappear. Into the clover. I saw the thief disappear. Disappear is bare infinitive. It's a bare infinitive. Now, with verbs of perception, saw, see, V2 of see is there. So you can understand it by studying it also. I think I heard something hall with a third. Hall is here infinitive. We cannot use it by saying I think I heard something to fall. It's incorrect. I think I heard something fall. Okay, in this way we should use. And the fifth one and the last one point of its use is we use the infinitive. We use their infinitive after these expressions. These some of the expressions are here, but I am going to write. Just it is there in your book also on page number 125. Now check it. Had better. Would rather. Sooner than. Rather than. These expressions are also take bare infinitive after them. So you can check it. The examples are here. Your cough is getting worse. You had better consult a doctor. You had better consult. Here we cannot say you had better to consult. Because to consult, if we are getting to consult, the sentence is incorrect. We should use bare infinitive here. So we should say you have better consult a doctor because your cough has gotten a tough condition. So here we use bare infinitive after these expressions. Had better, would rather, sooner than, and rather than. These expressions will take bare infinitive. I would sooner resign than face. Sooner resign than face, not to face. So check it clearly and solve the next part of that exercises given. Exercise 3, 4 as you have already done perhaps. Now I will tell you about verb plus ing form. That is, this part has been finished. Infinitive without to. Plus ing form. As you have already knowledge about participles, verb plus ing sometimes makes participles when they are used as adjective, and they are used as gerund also when the verb plus ing refer to a noun. So verbal adjectives and verbal nouns are there when V4 and V3 forms of a verb are used as adjectives, we say them participles. But when V4, this means verb plus ing form makes a noun formation, that is known as verbal noun or gerund. Gerund and participles are the part of non-finites also, as we have discussed it earlier in the classes. Now, verb plus if the following verbs are followed by another verb, the verb is normally in ing form. Admit, avoid these words with them. Thanks for watching. Now, today I am giving some of the homeworks that you should try to solve. Okay? Thanks.